Hello, Bladers! This time we're going to go ahead and test out this lovely blade called SWM85LO on M85. This may not be very good, but we will see. We're actually doing a burst test, so we're just going to launch this blade and we're going to just kill it. We're going to try to kill it, we're going to try to murder it, we're going to try to kill it dead. You know what I mean? We are going to make this thing burst, and if we can get it to burst quite a lot, that's going to be good. Obviously, this burst test can be missing some information where two bladers clashing and someone predicting where someone's going to land will have a larger impact than, just landing on them from drop launch normally. So there's that impact there too. But for the most part, we're just trying to see and characterize this blade and if it can actually withstand a strong attacker. Okay, well, we're relaunching then. Good hits from him. Quite a defensive stance. We'll do that again. No burst though. Let's go a little bit harder. That was a good hit though. Good recoil. We're not trying to win here. We're just testing to see if we can break this. I may have to go on my one launcher. So you can destabilize it by the looks of it, but I mean it was a later launch, I believe, so we're not going to count it. Burst one. So that's one burst. We're going to continue doing this. Again, we're just trying to see does this burst a lot? How burst heavy is it? I think that was maybe 5 games total, so 1 out of 5 so far. Maybe 6 games. At least it's one burst. This is hover, so hover does this anyways to a lot of blades. It does burst a lot of blades. It has a high burst ratio, so it's the best one to test into. You can get bursted maybe 1 out of 10 times, 1 out of 8 this time. That's 2. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, and the other part is, the earlier test was being done, generally speaking, without actually using a winder, which does have more power. And I don't have my grip. My grips are not doing too hot, so I can't really hold on to it too well until I get my full arm grip for it. So that's the issue here with string. So if I use winder though, I can just launch even a soft on my winder is super potent. Like these clashes, on player they're worse usually. So if it can't survive this little stress test here, it's not going to survive player on player. So far it's bursted 2 times out of the 4 winders. That's not good. Better when we consider string launcher. Let's give that another. That was enough. Not enough of a hit. It is defensive though, I will give it that. I feel like I'm hitting just his ring. That's a good hit, but no burst. So far, I mean, 2 We've done around maybe consecutively like 15 launches total, actually. I think something like that. We'll see. We'll do a few more. The fact that I didn't burst from that is actually a testament that this might actually be pretty decent. So then we're going to move on to the next part. We're going to look to see if it can beat Rod in a best of. We're just going to meet in the middle. We'll alternate who goes. We're really looking to characterize its spin and if it can outspin Rod. I will tell you what, it's got a lot of weight. You gotta be kidding me. It's destabilizing Rod. What? I'm tripping. We'll have to see it again. What now? Oh, the Rod took all of the kinetic there. Wow, that was a nice little blowback. Okay, so it doesn't burst too much, right? That's good to know. Doesn't burst too much. And on top of that, this blade also seems to aptly perform versus the Rod. So, I mean, this is all good news, right? I mean, it's not dying yet. The stamina is about even, but Rod's tilting worse. I don't know if Rod can actually recover. I think it took too much of a crit. So I have to really play this matchup 7 times. We did. Do I like this? No. Is it making a video long? Yes. Okay, you know what? We'll do this. We'll make Wolf go second every time. I mean first every time. What I notice is Wolf doesn't move nearly as much as Rod. Oh, there we go. Rod did it. Rod got the movement on. I think this is it for Wolf. He just lost so much stamina from that. Oh, wait a minute. He just tilted the Rod. And then Rod is spiraling out of control. Wolf restabilizes. But when Rod tries to do it to Wolf, it barely does anything because it hits plastic. And so, actually, this is destabilizing the Rod the moment that Wolf even starts to tilt. How interesting. Now, I don't know if this is enough for the win. We'll see. Because we did see the Wolf go on rail for quite a bit. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There we go. It was close. I think the rail definitely lost it there. Definitely moves more on LO than the Rod. Here comes the Rod. Maybe the Rod has to play aggressive in the matchup, actually take it. It's 2-1, by the way. Wolf took 2 spins so far. Okay. They're meeting in the middle a lot. They're trying to get that middle. Rod's starting to tilt a little bit, but so is Wolf now. Rod is taking the bad end of these. You can hear plastic hitting instead of metal, but every time that Rod hits, that the Wolf is hitting, it's usually metal on metal then. And look at that. Look at that movement. Okay. This is with Wolf going first, so if Wolf loses here, it's expected. I mean, it's supposed to lose here first, but this is a pretty close matchup. Okay, wait. Rod kind of gapped. It's 2-2. I'll do it again. I think I need to do maybe like a little bit of a lighter launch. Because he went on the rails as well. Okay, that's good. That's good. A drop. Goes on the rail once. Is that enough to lose the game? If you go on rail once, do you lose the game? That's my question. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit. Rod's tilted. Rod's tilted. Rod's tilted. Rod's tilted. It's not looking good. Okay, Rod's restabilizing. A little bit of a tilt, hitting the plastic one more time. Just straight plastic shots that barely does anything to the spin of Silverwolf. It's like water off a duck's back, as I say. So then, just a little bit more. Wow, the Rod going second is losing this again. One dash, and it wins. So even if you dash once, you still win. It looks like 2 to 3 times might be something that we may have to look at. 3-2. That's a drop from the Rod. The Rod's making larger movements here, by the way. It's spinning way... It's using more of its momentum right now. Good hit from the Rod on him. Made him spin one time. She goes back. Now it's starting to spin there. I think this is Rod's win. I think you can tell that Rod actually did its job here. I think this is kind of like a 50-50 matchup because it's about to be 3-3, even though Wolf is going first. So it might be a little bit closer than that in tournament play, depending on launch strength as well. But it's looking like a 50-50 matchup. That looked a little bit Rod flavored there, but it's 3-3. Again, I'm not sending a Rod first, so. And we are setting up Rod with a drop, but 1, 2. Ooh, the Rod. He's rodding about. The fraud. Hit. I think Rod's starting to get the matchup now. So I might swap it and try and see if it will win with Rod as first launch. And what this tells me is just how even the matchup is. If it's something like this where they keep winning on the other side of the matchup on first launch, that usually means that it is closer to 50-50. Especially from a spin test. And right now, actually, I'm actually starting to favor the Wolf because Rod's going... currently, he's been playing second into all these matches, and it's 4-3. So if you're going second into another blade and it becomes 4-3, or actually it's 3-3 if you think about it, because the first point was Wolf first. So 3-3, that's even. That's a perfect 50-50, but you're going second into spin. That's not a good sign. So both blades, when they win, is by a large margin, is the other thing. So the matchup is favored. I think this is actually close to a true 50-50. And so is M85 worth it? I think there is some benefit to it. Like, let's see what the weight of this blade. $50G basically. It's a $50G blade that you're comparing to a... That's a weird. Should be zeroed out. I think it's because on the stadium real quick. Oh, it's sensitive. That's just prickly. 43. It's a 7-gram difference of a Beyblade. And so a 7-gram difference is significant, especially when we have behemoths in the meta that can, I guess let's see how much Arrow weighs. 46. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weight difference there. I think This is an actual legitimate combo. I'm gonna run this in my B deck. So I have 5 decks pre-made, 4 or 5 decks pre-made that I use to test and to help the players in our scene so they can get used to the format. And so this is one of those blades that, you know, you'll see in one of those decks because it is competent, it has a role, and it can play into the stamina matchup. Now, that was, total is 4-3 right now, so we've played 7 games around there. No one's gotten a KO or anything, but we're not done with the video. The video doesn't end until we hit 7 points, right, guys? So, we're going to continue this matchup, but now Rod is going to be going first. Good hits. Did hit the rail a little bit more than it should have. Had a decent kind of dash over there. And reversed in and drop. But we'll see how this plays out. Because right now, I'm just looking to see how good this Beyblade can be. Rod is losing a lot of stamina. I don't know if anyone on the camera can tell, but Rod is struggling a little bit with the stamina loss here. But now, ooh, the movement is on Wolf's side. It's just a KO. Interesting. It was 5-3. Now it's 5-5. Although, honestly, that was some bull. You know that, Rod? That was some bull, Rod. Good reverse. Good counter. I hate this matchup. Where's the fun? Where's the pizzazz? Where's the excitement? It's just boring. I won't lie. I think the worst part about Beyblades is probably stamina versus stamina. Just from a pure enjoyment perspective, this is kind of boring. You know what we can talk about? Let's talk about Tourney Day. Actually, I had some absurdly fun games, specifically versus some of the players that are locals to the scene. But we also got a bunch of new players, so that was so exciting. Our tournament was around 25 people, which is nice. I think we've had larger tournaments too before, but this was a really good start to the season. Oh, it's a point for him. 6-5. So, I guess I started with Wolf this time first. Just, you know what, let's just add more. I think Wolf probably solidly wins when he's going first. With how it's just so hard. The Rod can't really push him out. I am just noticing the Rod, when they're making their altercations, you see how much they're moving. Rod is going like this, Wolf is going like this, right? So they're relatively here. This is what they're doing. It's kind of crazy just how much Wolf is just tanking these hits and redirecting it back. And then when he redirects, you're pushed less. It's more of an inelastic collision right there. I mean, it's still elastic in this situation because you are being pushed back. But it's nice. It's just surviving this. It is so heavy and so hard to move. Oh my god. And you know what? This M85 ratchet, it's not the best ratchet. I can already tell that. But I think you will have some weird usage. I think this thing on M85LO is, like, actually kind of yoked, maybe, you know? So, we'll see. My fear is attackers, but into the stamina matchup, it's performing pretty well, even though it's going, like, second in this situation, right? It probably loses here. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do that again. So it's 6-6 now. I can make it look good, but I don't care. Honestly, I just want to make it. I just want to see what it can do, you know? Rod hit rail once. Rod ellipticing. Ooh, it partially hit rail. Partially goes inside, prevents your... Ooh, it's starting to tilt a little bit. The rod's starting to do a little skippy. I don't know, I've noticed that sometimes when it starts getting destabilized, it just starts skipping a bit. Or it looks like it's skipping, like it's like, oh, what's going on here? I'm rod. I'm not supposed to be destabilized. Oh, we got it. Yeah, Wolf wins these. That's kind of crazy. Another rod ball counter, man. Oh no. Oh, dude. I don't know what to say. That's 7-6. And Wolf basically was going first 90% of that. It was only 2 games where it did not go first. And that is kind of absurd. Rod got a 2-pointer, but in reality, the spin win was 4 total. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Honestly, was not expecting that. Anyways, Bladers, have a great day.